So today I'm going to try for the first time to buff these rims and get a professional shine to them. These are 92 Ford rims, 15-inch. They have the rivets on them and they look pretty good right now. I stripped the clear coat off and did a little bit of sanding. Got some of the bad corrosion off. This one I'm about to do now with the buffing wheel. First step, what I did to try to figure out this buffing deal is I just had this delivered. I bought a Zephyr Ultra Shine kit and put this down here, take it to the bench. And what I did, thought about I put a lot of stuff in plastic bins when I buy it, tools. Put a lot of stuff away in my cabinets. I thought this box was great. I'm just gonna leave it stored in the original box. I put the instructions up here, put some tape over it just so I always have it. But anyway, it comes with a heavy cut wheel, a medium cut wheel, a flannel to buff, all your cutting clays and some other stuff, safety products for your grinder. Here's my grinders. I have a Harbor Freight Chicago Electric that I'm going to probably give a shot to. A couple smaller DeWalt's and a Makita side drill. So I'm going to attempt to use this grinder here. I'm going to get it set up and we'll go from there. So I got the first cut, heavy cut, orange buffing wheel on the grinder. Unfortunately, I can only use one of the safety flanges. These black things are safety flanges. On the back side, the arbor just isn't long enough on this cheaper grinder. Maybe one day I'll buy another. Hopefully it'll hold with no issues. But what I did, I bought a rake for this buffing wheel, and what that does, it cleans the compound off of the buffing wheel occasionally, but when you first get these buffing wheels, they're not ripped up on the edge. I already ran it through this rake once. Typically these rakes come with a handle on them, and you just hold it and you run the buffing wheel through it for a few seconds and it'll clean it, or it'll rough it up a little bit. I just thought I'd mount it on one of the columns in the shop. It's always there, I won't lose it, and if I ever need to clean up the buffer, I'll come over and just hit it. Over here, I took the brown clay bar and I broke it in half so it's easier to handle. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put compound on the buffing wheel. Unfortunately, the tripod I need to film this is not in my shop right now, it's in the house. So I'll probably get that camera hooked up here in the next couple days. But I'm gonna go ahead and load the buffing wheel with the compound and see if I could set it up where you can see how this is done. So this is the green cutting wheel. I was able to get both safety flanges on this thing. What it was, this arbor was a little bit rusted and wouldn't allow the flange to go on properly. I got that settled, squared away. So I'm going to rough this thing up first on this rake. So what I have is, as you can see, the rake, the buffing wheel it's rough, roughed up, it's kind of smooth. I have the next stage cutting wheel, next stage clay, and I got it on I don't know, a couple thousand RPM on this thing, and I'm going to put some clay on the wheel. So we're ready to buff this thing out. I mean, it's a 30-year-old rim. I'm not going to get every scratch out, but it's starting to polish up really nice. Have 3 more to go. This one took about 15 minutes. Again, green cutting wheel, Zephyr, and I'm using the green clay currently, which flew across the floor again. Oh, there it is. Green clay. So, on to the next one. I'm back. All 4 rims. I ran the green buffer, I guess, for about 15 minutes, maybe a little longer. I don't know, playing around with the camera and setting up the buffing wheel. I believe I started at about 6:30. What time is it? It is 7:30, so yeah, about 15 minutes. I'm on the white and final flannel wheel. So if you notice, this is very soft. There's no need to take it to the rake and rough it up, or I shouldn't say rough it up, but more like just make a bunch of frays on it is what you're trying to do. Typically you only run it on this rake for about maybe 5 seconds, 10 seconds, just to clean it up between compounds and clean some of the old compound off, and like I said, to fray a new buffing wheel. So what I'm going to do now, I am at the stage, broke this one in half. It's easier to handle when they're in half, as I mentioned before. This is the blue and kind of the final buff. They do have a, let's see, it's a, which comes in this kit. It's a polish, right there in the center. And I don't think I'm going to put that on. I think what I'm going to do is get these rims as close to perfect as I can, and I'm going to clear coat them like the factory did. So I'm going to set up, buff these last 4 with this flannel wheel, and I'll be back. So I use the flannel wheel, the blue compound. I broke that one accidentally. This is pretty much the final result. I do have some touch-ups around the rivets. They're very tough to get to with the buffing wheel. As you see, there's a little bit of a blur there. They're going on a truck that's a daily driver, so I'm not going to get crazy with this. But there is a small buffing wheel that attaches to your drill. Comes with this kit. I was playing around with it, started to use it, see what it did. So I'm going to use that around the rivets, and hopefully it'll clean up nice. So that's it for 30-year-old rims. Ready to go, get new tires and go on the truck. And they'll be replacing these.